Hello, how are y'all doing? Good morning. Hope everybody is doing well. It is about that time, and I am excited to be joining you today. So I had a last minute technical difficulty, of course, just because I wanted to jump in front of the camera. So I am excited to have you all join me here this morning. And I am going to be doing a live demo for you. Hang on one second. All right, here we go. Ready to rock. So good morning. My name is Jalia Pettis, and I am excited to have you guys join me here today. I am a dually licensed session stylist based in Phoenix, Arizona, and today I plan to spend the next 15 minutes showcasing a styling and finishing look using Denman Pro products. As a session stylist, I work on set in a variety of different capacities, but mostly for editorial, commercial, and film and television. So that means that my work has to be clean and I have to be conscious of my time, okay? So in those instances, I don't have a lot of time for prep work, as far as like a shampoo or a blowout, and I have to be really conscious of my time and what I'm doing. In those instances, there's a very, very specific look in mind, and I have to understand what tools are gonna work best for me. So when you think about it, like, you're not gonna ask your client to, shampoo, can you shampoo their hair? Can you do a blowout before they go on set? So I have to obtain as much information about my client and their hair in advance as possible. But today I did have an opportunity to do a little bit more prep. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what I was doing to kind of prepare for this live with you all today. So I did some prep work on my model, and we're going to just jump right into it, okay? This is my play model. So 3 tools that I used for my prep work are the Palm Styler, the Tangle Tamer Ultra, and the Power Paddle. This is the Palm Styler. The Palm Styler is awesome for shampooing because it massages and stimulates the scalp. I suggest that when you are shampooing that you kind of go in one direction, either front to back or back to front. I used this recently on a short shampoo, and my client absolutely loved it. Next up, for my conditioning process, I used the Tangle Tamer Ultra. And what you'll see is these bristles. We have some longer bristles, and then we have some shorter bristles in the base. And this is great for thick hair. Thick hair not having anything to do with the curl pattern. So I was able to work through this to detangle very effortlessly. And then last up, I used for my prep work, the Power Paddle. The Power Paddle I absolutely love because it allowed me to get through a flat wrap blow dry a lot faster while creating smoothness and also giving me more control, okay? So we are on set today. I am bringing y'all live on set with me today. So I'm going to bring in my model and talk to you a little bit about what I've created. So I'm bringing the chair here. All right, this is my model, Jazmine. She already has her first look on, and she already has her makeup on. So I need to put the finishing touches on her hair. So as we're going through this, I need y'all to show me some love, okay? You gotta make sure that you're interacting with me. Give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts. Let me know if you have questions, because I want this to be helpful for you, okay? Now you'll see that I have portions of the hair already sectioned, and I've left pieces out so that I can kind of walk you through my process, but I want to start at the back of the head first. Okay, can you guys see that okay? Do I need to put a little bit more light on that for you? Let's put a little bit more light on that. All right, because I want you guys to be able to see what's happening, okay? So you'll notice that I curled her hair, I sectioned, and then I used a large barrel curling iron, and I curled it on base, and then I pinned it so that gives me an opportunity for it to cool and then also set in place, okay? One thing that I like about Denman is they have a variety of combs. They have cutting combs, they have rake combs, they have coloring combs, like they have the fantail combs. They just have so much to choose from, right? But today I am using the precision comb. And I like to use this because of two reasons. It's flexible in that I can use it for styling. And then it's also heat resistant. So when I'm curling her hair, I can use it as a barrier to protect the scalp. So let me show you what I mean. So I left this piece here so that I can give you guys an example of what I mean. All right. I'm gonna put some hair in your face, Jazmine. Just flow with me, okay? All right. So I'm not looking for a super clean part. Just want to, and I've already added some heat protectant to the hair. One thing I like to do when I'm using specific tools, especially when it's combs, you'll see that I have on glasses. And I like to use tools based on colors. So because her hair is dark, I'm using this pink colored comb because it's more helpful for me as somebody that wears glasses. Then I also have my other Denman comb, which is black. This is more helpful for lighter or brighter colors in the hair. Okay, can you guys see what I'm doing okay? Let me know, make sure y'all talking to me, all right? So I'm using my large barrel curling iron. I have it set on 400. Like I said, I already used the heat protectant on the hair. And remember I said this was heat resistant. So I am literally putting the comb in between her scalp and my curling iron. Now look how lovely that curl is just sitting there. It's just, you can see straight through it, okay? And then I'm gonna pin it and do the same thing for this one. What questions y'all got for me while I'm doing this? Do you use a comb to protect your client's scalp? That's important. There's nothing worse than using a hot tool and noticing that your client is wincing all of a sudden. So I'm gonna do this one again because I went through it a little bit too fast. But yeah, I like to make sure that I'm using tools that make sense. I'm protecting them, but it's still practical for me. Right? We love that. Awesome. And we got one more that we're going to do here. Oops. This one right here in the top. So I am going to make this one just one big curl. And you see how smooth that is? Again, that's from the power paddle. That is from that power paddle going through it to create that smoothness. I don't use an excessive amount of products when I am doing a blow dry. I like to keep the hair in its natural state with its natural oils as much as possible. Because I feel like for me, it sets it better. Whether it's with a curling iron, with a flat iron, whatever the case may be, I feel like that's more helpful for me. I'm gonna fix this one. I see that one kind of coming loose, no big deal. So again, we're just gonna sit that comb right there. It's giving us that barrier of protection. All right. And then it's also helping us to allow this to cool. Let me fix this one really quick. Okay, so now we're going to turn her around to the front where you will see we have a party already in progress. Okay, so what I have done is I have sectioned off varying box placements of Bantu knots. If you're not familiar, Bantu knots originate from South Africa. And they are a style where the hair is sectioned off, twisted, and then wrapped around itself to form a knot. So you'll notice that I've already done that around the crown of her head. And I'm going to do that with this front portion and adorn the hairline. So I did add a little bit of product just to kind of smooth into it a little bit. Okay, I'm just putting that on my fingers. And I like to use elastic bands. These are not rings, these are elastic bands. So I'm using elastic bands. This is my preferred method versus using a hairpin. And I feel like that just gives me a little bit more control. Have you guys ever styled with Bantu knots before? I really like them because they are a low manipulation style, but in addition to being a low manipulation style, if the hair was wet and then we did the Bantu knots and allowed them to dry and allowed them to set, when you take them down, it gives you a totally different curly girl look. So again, that practicality, right? Now I know we see some stray hairs around the front, right? We're not gonna trip out about those. We'll come back to those. I'm just gonna, again, secure that with this band. And I know some people like to use hairpins, but elastic band is my preferred method. And I am gonna use 2 on this one just because I feel like it was a little bit loose. I know I can be a bit heavy-handed when it comes to this particular style. Can you scoot over a little bit more for me? Thank you. So again, just using my precision comb. And taking that elastic band, securing. And you don't have to use an elastic band at the base, honestly. That's totally up to you. I just like to, like I said, I like to do it because it's more control. So for those baby hairs in the front, I don't know why we calling them baby hairs, because some of us are at a certain age where we're no longer babies, right? But we got these baby hairs at the front. And a lot of times it's from either breakage or it's just the fine vellus hairs around the hairline. So what we can do is one of 2 things. We can apply product to it and smooth it into the Bantu knot, or we can apply product to it and create a freestyle design in the hairline, okay? It's totally up to you. I'm gonna do a combination of the 2, using the tail end of my precision comb, and I'm kind of just gonna smooth that in just a little bit. So if I had more out, I could like really create some designs, but I was pretty good about making sure that I smoothed it in there, okay? So we're gonna start taking these pins out here really quick. And you'll see this portion in the back. This was from an undercut. So all we did was just kind of let that live. We weren't really messing with that at all. Again, like I said, we're on set. So it's really all about the juxtaposition. So you'll notice that we have a party in the front and we have like this more clean, voluminous look in the back. And that was my whole premise. I wanted to create that juxtaposition so that you could see what you could do with the tools, okay? And you'll see that these curls are just like popping for real. So I have my fantail comb, which is great for maintaining curls. So I'm just gonna comb through this really quickly. And that just helps to define the curls. Or you could use your Style and Shine brush, which is awesome for barrel curls, okay? It's just amazing for barrel curls because what I'm looking to do is create a really soft, aerated finish. One thing that I like about Denman is they have a very strong environmental impact. So they have a commitment to recycling with their packaging as well. How y'all feeling about this look? So we are going to jump in front of the camera so we can get this look popping. I'm going to keep these 2 tools in my hands, my precision comb and my Style and Shine. I have some product with me, but happy Juneteenth. I hope this live was informational for you, and it was a pleasure to be in front of you guys here today. So I'm gonna let my video go just a little bit longer, but I'm gonna give you a total glimpse of the look, okay? Y'all like it? Y'all like it? Yes, awesome, 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 awesome. I love the depth of the curl. So when she jumps in front of that camera, we can just continue to bring out that voluminous look in that curl. All right. All right, I'm gonna show you guys some BTS of the photo shoot, but thank you all for joining me today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. It means so much. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye. That went fast. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you're getting it on the camera or not.
Wow.
Yeah, because I looked at my watch. I was like, it's already 9:15.
Dang, that went fast. Oh, wait, we're still live.